Man, the videos just keep coming because parts just keep coming in. So we got our back support brackets from Angelo over at TNA, obviously because I don't have these mounts anymore. So we're gonna get these unboxed and put on there. So before we get into the back brackets, open the box to a surprise. Angelo sent me and my wife some sweatshirts, nice hat, nice flannel. I've dealt with a lot of companies throughout the years. Angelo is awesome to deal with. He always answers your questions instantly and fast if you have any issues, and obviously he's a gracious guy. So anyway, so we'll get down to the back brackets. So these are your right angle brackets. This attaches to the bike, and then this will attach to your bag at the bottom, and obviously same thing with these. So with these bag brackets, if you want, you can also mount here or here, so you can raise the bag up or down. Obviously, because I have his aftermarket bags with the angle cut, we're just going to keep them in the stock location. So basically, let's see here. So basically, this will bolt onto your bike, and this bolts on there, and then your bag support bolts in through here and here using your existing factory hardware. Now what you're going to do is, once you get your bag off, is you're going to loosen this 13mm bolt and then leave it to where this can actually move up and down. And then obviously it's pretty easy to determine which one's left, which one's right. Towards the back you have this extension that comes off here, and then obviously these brackets, they're different for both sides. So what's basically going to happen is this is going to mount right there, and then this is going to mount down here. Obviously, if you want your bags high, you can move them up here. You just won't have this extra support down here. But with how thick this carbon is, if you want your bags up high, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal to not run this piece down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my bag down here. I'm going to mount this hard mounted, then bring the bag back over here, mount these two there, and then we'll put the screws through here. So it's on. One thing I did have to do, since these are one of his prototype bags, I just had to oblong a hole just a little bit to get everything to line up down there. But other than that, everything lined up perfectly. I am going to go and get a little bit longer hardware and black hardware, just because I'm OCD. You don't have to. But there's also comments online, people saying that this is all a wrap and it's not real. As you can clearly see, it's all 100% carbon fiber. There's no wrap, it's not plastic. But get our 2 clicks in, and as you can see down here, I already tightened up this 13mm bolt, and everything's very sturdy. If you see down here, nice and clean. Like I said, I'm gonna go get some different hardware, and so this is all black down here, so you won't even see anything. But as you can see, it just rests right here on the bag. And I noticed I accidentally put a little mark in there. I'm gonna have to buff this off. Oh, maybe not. But super happy with this system. Again, it's super light. It keeps everything back here nice and clean because you don't have any brackets that hang down here, which is also thanks to the tow subframe. So for you guys that don't want any brackets hanging down with your typical bag supports, buy the tow subframe, and you can use this style, or the bag support that comes with this subframe if you want the OEM style support with your stock bags. I'll get some new hardware, come back, get the other side finished up, and take it outside. So I went over to the hardware store and I picked up some M6 Allen screws in black with the washers and the nuts. So I think these are M6 by 30. And let's see, some M6 by 25s. So anyway, so they're a little bit longer than these. And what I'm going to do actually is how these bolts went from the top down. What I'm going to do is put these in from the bottom up. And also what I'm going to do is we're going to install this
already on here when we put the bag on, and then we'll do this 13mm bolt last. Two, when you go to remove the bags with these brackets on, obviously you'll still just remove this bolt, and then we'll just remove this one down here. So you don't have to take apart anything down here to pull your bags off. So it really doesn't make it that much more difficult to remove your bags. It's just one extra bolt. So I'm gonna get the hardware swapped on this bag, and then come over here and install the brackets on this bag. So you probably get away with doing M620s, obviously. I wanted a little bit more shank on those, but this isn't skier. Not moving anywhere. And then it looks a lot cleaner under here with just these two black buttons. I'll get to the other side. So this is a little bit easier on the bench. Obviously it's way easier if you take off the lid, but I didn't because I like torture. So went ahead and loosely installed these, and back there and back here. So I left everything a little loose because, as you can see, like this will kind of flex once you get these bolts through in. So what I'll do is I'll get these bolts in and tight, and then we'll go in and get this bolt started, and then we'll tighten everything on the bottom. And there you have it. So both of them are on. Like I said, just got this 13mm bolt in here. If you just use a ratcheting wrench, it's super easy to get in. But yeah, so when you take the bag off, just this bolt first, and then your two bolts up here. And obviously it mounts down there. But it's super clean now. You'll never notice that they're actually there. All the carbon blends in. You don't see anything metallic back here, so it's all nice and clean. Until the next video.